So you want to see what's in here? Okay, let's go. Before we get started, I want to thank all my Patreons. They're the ones that make all these videos possible. They're the ones that get me in front of companies so that I can actually review these kind of products and tell you guys if they're actually worth your money. So, to my Patreons, thank you. If you're not in the Patreon, well, you should be. It's part of the cool club. You know you want to be here. Anyway, this company is Contingency Medical. Now, if you guys know anything about me, I am an advocate of antibiotics for immediate wound or treatment in the field. I am that way because the military got smart after 20 years of war and realized that most of the people that were dying of gunshot wounds didn't die of gunshot wounds. They died months later from anaphylactic shock, from infection, and these are the things that saved their lives. So they actually started putting them in their IFAKs. They actually put them in their individual first aid kits. So as soon as they got all that blood stopped, they would start pumping drugs full of them right out of their own kits. All right, let's go ahead and take a harder look at this and talk about the company because it is a brand new company. Yeah, let's go do that. If you guys know anything about me, you know that I'm notorious for my no BS videos. The comparisons, what's good, what's not. If it's too expensive, it's not too expensive. The first thing that I want to tell you about the company is called Contingency Medical. Let me move this over here like this so that I can actually do stuff like that. Okay? This is an up-and-coming company. They are making products that I like a lot. They're competing in a space that seems to be dominated by these guys right here. Notice I'm not going to show the logo. We have to look at this logically. First thing we have to do is do a price comparison. Prices are simple. The very basic kit that you can buy is the exact same price for this as this. They're the exact same price. They've got 5 multi-spectrum antibiotics inside of them. They'll pretty much do the exact same thing. They have the exact same price. Let me move over here a little bit so you can see more stuff over here when I point like that. The difference between that case and this is there's a little bit of difference on the antibiotics themselves. This particular case, and let me make sure I have this set up right. I do like the fact that this is a semi-hard case. I do like this. Now, this will take up more space in a pack, but I also think, too, that there's a lot to be said for case durability. I do like the fact that the zippers have these handy zipper pulls. If you have your hands are all coated with some red gooey stuff, it might be a lot easier to open and close. These zippers are actually pretty smooth on this, whereas on this one, they do not have the pulls, and yeah, this is a better case if you like cases. All right, so let's go ahead and open this puppy up. Let me double check it because the first thing you need to know about any and all of these companies is that these are pharmaceuticals. You actually have to tell them who you are. You have to answer a questionnaire when you purchase them. It's all done digitally. A doctor actually reviews it. This is not a company like, oh, let's just take the money and send them stuff, because that would be illegal. So I'm going to go ahead and turn these so that you can only see so much, because I want you to see the inside of the case, but I also don't need you to see my name, all my information and stuff like that. That's actually would be on a real prescription. I've done that, and so this is what the inside of the case looks like. It's actually a pretty good setup. I have it set up right now for me specifically because this case is different than the average case. This particular kit right here, obviously I'll leave a link below for the company for you to take it out. This case is called that right there. Right now they're actually running a promo, so if I get that promo code quick enough, I'll put it inside this video, and basically you get to save 20 bucks, which is the difference between the actual price difference between this case, and you actually get a little bit more. So there's a price savings there. All right, so looking inside here, obviously you're going to have 5 antibiotics, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of antibiotics. And those antibiotics are doxycycline, nitrofurantoin. I'm going to put these on the screens because I'm going to screw all the names up. Amoxicillin, amoxicillin, we all know what that is. Cephalininex, 500 milligrams. I'm going to put the milligrams on there too because I'm going to screw this all up, guys. And then obviously the azithromycin, 500 milligrams. What I like about this particular pack that makes it stand out above this one And obviously, they're $20 in difference in price. This is going to be $20 more expensive than the other stuff that I sell from a different company, which I wholeheartedly endorse. They're solid. It's a solid company, just like this. It's really difficult to say one is better than the other. I'm going to say that this company offers more options. The other things that are inside of this particular case right here are odanistron, and these are what they call medicines included. Odanistron, that's going to be 4 milligrams. Loperamide, 2 milligrams, and the scopolamine transdermal patch. Some of these things you can buy over the counter. Oh, actually only one of them you can buy over the counter, but the rest of them you have to have a prescription for. Once again, the doctor's going to review this. They're going to say, hey, what do you need this for? What's your medical history? And they already know it's just because you're a prepper, because you just want to have a higher level preparedness than someone who wants to go to the doctor's office. Inside this case also is a little book, which we'll cover in a second. What do we got here? Pharmacy information. So actually, you know, like when you go to the pharmacy and they give you these 27 pieces of paper that say what stuff does. Yeah, they've got it down to this. So get your reading glasses out. And then this one back here. This is actually the scopolamine patch. It's rolled up. You cannot see the pharmaceutical information on it because obviously my name would be on it. But that's where the scopolamine patch goes. Let's take a look at the book itself. Contingency Medical, Antibiotic Field Guide, and it has some small text, but I wouldn't say like super small Chinese text, you know what I'm saying? But it covers it by drug. It looks like some pretty simple stuff here. Animal bites, cellulitis, diarrhea, motion sickness, otitis media. That sounds pretty serious. Respiratory tract infections, strep throat, traveler's diarrhea, urinary tract infection, vomiting, and obviously then it covers the drugs that are inside the pack. And that's just on page 1 telling you where everything's at. And then it goes into, it's actually a pretty reasonably good guide. What do we got here? Animal bites, care guides, antibiotics. It's just all on one page. Tells you exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So the book is I wouldn't say it's super comprehensive, but I would say that it's more than enough. I also tell people when they buy these kits, regardless of the company they go with, that they should always download some sort of guide that tells them about a particular type of drug and the things that it can be used for in its dosage. Those things do exist. Do the research, guys. Just do the research. Now, another reason I tell people to buy these kits are actually pretty simple. Women, you're going to love me or you're going to hate me. It's that simple. Women's bodies are different. It's that easy. There's no way around it. And if you have a lady problem that you know that you have every so often, then what's going to happen is you're going to get in your car, you're going to take time off of work, you're going to go to the doctor's office, they're going to give you a prescription and do labs on you, then you're going to drive to a pharmacy, and all of that is probably going to cost you about $300. That's more than this kit. And you can do it over and over and over until you run out of drugs. It's really that simple, all completely legitimate. It's all in your name. It's all 100% legal. Before anybody says anything about, well, that's not allowed in my state, the only other state that was not allowed to do that up until about 6 months ago was the state of New Jersey. 100% allowed. Yep, 100% legal. You can definitely do it in the state of New Jersey. Okay, lastly, like I said before, there is a promo going right now, and the company is launching. Like I said, I've looked at these. I've looked at the drugs. They're no different than those. The case is harder. You can get $20 off right now, which is the difference between these two cases. So you can actually get the same amount for the same amount of money, that you'll get more out of this than you will out of this because of this guy's promo code, Contingency Medical. Launch 20 is the code that you use. Use that code. I'm going to put a link down below. You click on the link, you fill out all that stuff, and just before you give them some money, you're going to put in that Launch 20 code. It's going to take $20 off for you guys. Has nothing to do with me. It is all about them. Now, if you have any questions, put them down in the comments. I'll be happy to reach out and answer those questions. You ask a question, everybody gets the answer. That's the way the world works. And until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.